Alright, boys and girls, we're going to go over your math boxes from math box assignment from last week. So I guess if you don't have it done, this would be your chance to check it. I don't need you to do the estimate, so you can forget about that, I guess. But the number model with unknowns, and I did this last week for you, $450 for the bike, subtract $11 per hour. She babysit toddlers for 22, and then we need to add that to the $9 per hour for the 18 hours that she watched infants, and with an unknown, we'd want to put that as money or B. I'm going to do B for bike. So the first thing we need to do is multiply both of these. So when I multiply 11 times 22, 22 times 11, I like to put the smaller number down there, and plus you're working with ones, which makes it easier. So we've talked about you can make this, or think about it like 20 times 2, or excuse me, I messed that up, it's actually 20 plus 2, I was right the first time. 20 plus 2 times 10 plus 1. And then you have to take both of these numbers times each of them. So here's how that works. I do 10 times 20. There's 2 zeros there. So I can just do 1 times 2 is 2, that's 200. Then I have to do 10 times 2, which is 20. Now I'm done with this one because I've used it twice. You can see I've only used these ones once. Then I got to do 1 times 20 again, which is 20. And then I got to do 1 times 2, which is 2. And I'm kind of getting into my number model with unknowns here, but 0, 0, 0, 2. 2 and 2 is 4, and another one. So for the babysitting, it was $242. Now if I'm doing this 9 times 18, what I would probably do is do 9 times 10 and 9 times 8. 9 times 10 is 90, 9 times 8 is 72, 0 and 2 is 2, 9 and 7 is 16. Remember, you can pause me at any time to work through these on your own if you didn't get them done. So if you just needed help getting it set up, do the math and then hit play and check your answers. So now the next step is to add these two up. 242 plus 162. 2 and 2 is 4, 4 and 6 is a 10. It's 10, 10, so we bring over 100. 100 plus 200 is 300, plus another one is 3, or excuse me, it's 4. Wow, it must be a Monday. So you get $404. The final step is to take this 450 and subtract 404. So you can't do 0 minus 4, so we cross out the 5 and make it a 4, that becomes 10. 10 minus 4 is 6, 40 minus 0 is 40, and 400 minus 400 is 0, so you should have gotten $46 is all she needs left. So if you're doing the math at home, she could do 5 hours of watching an infant, or 6 hours of watching, or excuse me, 7 hours of watching toddler. Okay, taking a look down at this one, the line plot. And, okay, I think I can get them all on like this. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. In this one we talked about how the even, like this is the same as 3 and 4/8. We talked about how the even ace you can rewrite is an equivalent fraction. We can reduce it to 1/2. But this would be 5/8. 6/8 could be 3 and 3/4. 7/8, 4, 4 and 1/8. 4 and 2/8, which could be 4 and 1/4. So we're talking about equivalent fractions here. So the first, what I do is I just go down the line. I'm going to do 5 and 1/8 here, and that would be right there, 5 and 1/8. Then I do 4 and 3/4. There's a half, so there's 4 and 3/4. 5 1/2 is an easy one, that's way out here. 4 and 1/8, that would be just past the 4. 4 and 7/8, that's almost to 5. Then a 4 is right on the 4. Another 5 and 1/8, right there. A 5 and 1/4, right there. 4 and 3/4. We already had one of those. Another 4. A 4 1/2. A 4 4 3/8. 1, 2, 3, so that'd be right there. I had to think about that one. 4 3/4 we already had. 4 1/4. 5 1/8 again. 4 1/2. 4 1/8. 4 1/4. And 5 1/8. So this is what your graph should have looked like. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, a gap, 3, 1 gap, 4, 1 gap, 1. So check that. Now, I'm going to, instead of sliding it up because that'll mess up all of this, I'm going to look at the question that says, what is the difference between the longest and the shortest length? The longest length was 5 1/2. The shortest length was 4. Difference means subtract. A half minus 0 is a half. 5 minus 4 is 1. So your answer for letter A should have been 1 1/2. And then the next one says, how many bracelets were sold that were less than 5 inches? So that means there's your cutoff. We want to count all the X's on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the answer for, this is the answer for A. The answer for B was 13. Alright guys, that was your homework for last week.